The key of compassion and love through the feel of the freedom of the water. The key of gratitude in the creation of tiny miracles by the heroine Petra. Petra in the feel of the freedom of the water.
18 years ago, my family and I suffered a rough car accident. A truck pushed us off the road while running over us. We hit into a brick wall. I sat in the back, in the middle. So at the moment of the crash, I flew forward with my head directly into the gear changer, and the injuries were severe. My spinal cord was fractured and my leg broken. Since then, despite the injury, I've been very lucky. I've been surrounded by really special people, my family, younger brothers, my boyfriend.
Petra, as your name is representing a rock, you are the rock in my life.
The best period of my life was the time during high school. At that time, I also experienced for the first time how it feels to be different, how people can stigmatize us, discriminate us. Although, I also found the real human beings who will stay with me till the end of my life. I will never forget the first excursion in high school, when my school officially prohibited me to join it, justifying this by saying they would have to adjust the student plan. Everyone in class rebelled and said, if Petra doesn't go, none of us goes. The funniest part, or the one that stayed with me the most, was the statement of my classmate. I strongly hope you learned from this excursion that where there is a will, there is a way.
Naši razredničarki, da močno upa, da se je kaj naučila oziroma kaj zapomnila iz včerajšnje ekskurzije in da tam, kjer je volja, tam je tudi pot.
My name is Leia. I've been an athlete for 7 years now.
Leia in the feel of the freedom of the water.
I train high jump. In the month of June, I attended the European competition in Hungary and made it into finals, finishing in the 10th place. I expected much more, and I really enjoyed the contest. This sport means everything to me. I enjoy it, relax practicing it, and truly look forward to every training.
Ker v njej uživam in se sprostim in ko kaj delam, me res veseli.
Leia's world of silence.
I was invited to participate in the project Feel the Freedom of the Water by the writer Alenka Kos. I'm very excited to join this movement, feeling the freedom of the water.
The key of happiness for the abundance of life's victories for the heroine Leia.
I'm a like Superfly, not the boss type. I find the true and the lost type. Just make money in the most type. But for me, spirit special rose type. I'm looking sunny, no with the frost eye. Just put inside and the toast die. That slow is cooked faster than a roast fry. Nothing impossible like a ghost die. It's not trip cause this is the pole smile. Stay illusion when I am just posing. I don't know but people like a dope line. Maybe 10 but I am just hope 9. Nice.
Zdravo, zelo rad se ukvarjam s športom.
Hello, I love to practice sport. When I got sick, I couldn't anymore, so I started to row, played basketball and table tennis using a wheelchair.
Nikolai's parents. Nikolai got sick with a rare children's condition called Perthes disease, which forced him to take the pressure off the affected leg using crutches or a wheelchair. This made our world fall apart. We had to make several decisions, which was happening very fast. Finally, it turned out that Nikolai knew how to get the best out of this situation.
Nikolaj uspel bolezen sebi v plus obrniti.
I'm gonna do that. I want to finish battle zone ego. I want to make better slow ego. The story is past and just message. I'm just staying human.
No, potem lansko leto smo
Last year, we received an invitation from the rowing club of Brežice, asking Nikolai to join the project, Feel the Freedom of the Water.
My spirit, my spirit. My spirit's on it, no man.
White flower in the abundance of experiencing life's victory for Nikolai.
Zelo sem vesel, da sem danes prišel sem.
I am very happy he came along today, as I made new friends and meet all once.
Bilo nam je zelo fajn, smo se zabavali, jedli torto.
We had a good time, eating cake, having drinks and having fun.
In bilo je zelo fajn.
Občuti svobodo vode.
Petra je zbolela pri 2 letih.
Petra got sick for the first time at the age of 2. In just 4 hours, her state got so bad she stopped walking, couldn't sit. She became a different child.
Petra in the feel of the freedom of the water.
Njene zadnje besede
Her
so
last words were, "It will be okay, mommy. It will be okay."
The key of love and compassion is given to Petra and the world to unlock the understanding of all the secrets.
Hvala, Alenka Alinčica.
Thank you, Elfa Linka, for inviting me to participate in the project Feel the Freedom of the Water.
Hvala tebi.
Thank you, Petra.
Občuti svobodo vode.
In the Feel of the Freedom of the Water. The Elf of Forgiveness. Together with Jack, the key of forgiveness will build a nicer future.
Voda.
Water gives me a feeling of freedom.
Wow, svoboda!
Wow, freedom.
My spirit's my spirit, my spirit. My spirit's on me. Okay, my spirit. My spirit's on me. Okay, my spirit. My spirit's on me. My spirit's on me. Yeah. To remake spirit is impossible. To make muscles big possible. To remake reality is the lossable. To make good think is the logical. The fly step is the big sensation. To hacks reality is the trip sensation. What I'm gonna do is the street location. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I want to finish battle zone.
Sem Amadeja Urbanc-Vlah.
My name is Amadea Urbanc-Vlahov. I am visiting the 8th grade of primary school. My hobby is swimming, which I have been training for 3 years now. A year ago, Alenka visited me and invited me to cooperate with the project Freedom of the Water.
The key of love, when Amadea wrote in the feeling of the freedom of the water.
I started training with them, and in the summer we practiced kayak, stand-up paddleboard. I dealt with many new feelings related to the water. I wasn't only in the water, but also above it. It is true, I fell many times, but I also picked myself up. I persisted until the end, when I finally made it perfect.
Današnji dan je bil ob jutru.
This morning was very scary, and as I didn't know where I was going and how will everything work out. But finally it was great, and the village was so beautiful. Nino in the feel of the freedom of the water.
My name is Nino, and I think I'm living quite a normal life of an active 30-year-old person. I do sport, I work to survive.
Ukvarjam se športom, tudi z delom se ukvarjam, da se preživim. Je pa res, da mogoče to
It is true, it is a bit more complicated in my case due to the accident I experienced when I was 22. While jumping in the water, I hurt my vertebrae and became a tetraplegic. I went catching a ball that fell in the water during a football game. The current was taking the ball away. I tried to catch it, bring it back to the coast.
Jaz sem jo hotel ujeti, da jo prinesem nazaj na obalo. Skočil sem na glavo za njo.
I was just watching this ball and saw myself victoriously bringing it back to the coast. I jumped on my head.
I'm a like Superfly, not the boss type. I find the true and the lost type. Just make money.
Voda mi nekako omogoča gibanje še v tretji dimenziji.
Water allows me to move in my third dimension. If on the plane we can distribute between the width and the length, in the water we also have depth. I feel it as the closest similarity to weightless space. It's the only medium to help me move without any accessory.